Right guys, it's going to be a quick video showing you how to solo matchmake into automatic matchmade activities. So essentially to create a solo server. This only applies for PS4 users, so if you're Xbox or PC, just switch the video off. So the reason why I'm making this video is that there seems to be a lot of confusion lately about people trying to do this and not having it work for them, or only certain activities working, some like the heroic strike playlist working but standard strikes on each planet not working, stuff like that. So I'm going to show you step by step on how to do it. I'll demonstrate it working, especially on certain strikes, because that's where the confusion is. Some people seem to think that it only works on the heroic strike playlist only, and that's the only thing it works on. That's not true, which I'll show in the video. That does work for individual strikes. So if, say for example you wanted to select corrupted only from the planet, you can go ahead and do that, and you will solo in there. You will solo matchmake, providing that you follow the steps. So I'll show you how to do it step by step. I'll and actually demonstrate it working. The activities that this works in is the Rogue Strike playlist, individual strikes per planet, patrolling, solo patrolling. You can go onto a planet and be the only guy on there. Menagerie, the new 6-man activity, and also forges. So if you have any Black Armory forges you want to do and you want to do them solo, you can actually solo matchmaking to those as well. So I'll show you all the steps now and demonstrate it as well. Okay, so the first step that you want to take before you access any menu settings or anything, you want to be in orbit. You want to have Destiny launched. Don't be doing this when Destiny's closed. So the actual first step is open Destiny up, have your ship in orbit. So be sitting in orbit before you do anything. Once you're in orbit and the game's fully loaded, then access your menu, go to settings. That's the first step you'll take. I'll kind of take it slow, I'll take it screen by screen so that nobody can go wrong. Like I see a lot of people like confused over something a little simple, to be honest, but I'll look at each screen. So settings first, then go to date and time, of course. So click on that. Then you'll come to another screen which will just be date, time and settings. So you click on that screen. And this is kind of where people slip up. They'll try to adjust their clock first. Don't do that. So the first thing you want to do is click on set using internet. And I've got it highlighted for manually, but you click to set using internet because these are screenshots. So set using internet, and then untick this box here, set automatically box. Untick it because it's always ticked, so untick that box. And then next, go back to the screen you were on. Going to set manually, and then this allows you to adjust your date and time. So once you get to this screen that's coming up now, you can then therefore create your solo server. So I just ended up putting fame for November 2018, 6 in the morning. It doesn't really matter like when it is, just that, you know, just put it back. It doesn't matter. You could even put it back only one day or something, it would still work. If you're having trouble where it's not working because it's not 100% every time, sometimes with me it'll take 3 times, sometimes it might take twice, sometimes I may get it first go. If that's the case, just keep putting the clock, keep putting the month and the day and the year and the time back by 1 or 2. Just keep putting it back and you'll eventually get it. It definitely does work, but anyways, that's the nix with it. But like I said, have Destiny launched. If you don't have Destiny launched, it's not gonna kind of recognize your clock, so to speak. But that's the steps anyway. So once you've followed all the steps, then you can go ahead and test to see if it's worked for you. So the playlist that this does work in, like I mentioned earlier, I'll repeat, is the planets, any planet for patrols, all of them. You know, it's not just excluded to one. All of them work. It works for the heroic strike playlist. It works for individual strikes. A lot of people are getting themselves confused on this from comments I've seen saying it doesn't work, blah blah blah. Once you achieve the solo server, it works for all the playlists that I'm mentioning here. It's not just to one playlist. It also works for forges as well. So say you have some bounties for the forge and you don't want to go in with a team, you can go ahead and do that. So the skills you need with a certain weapon in the forge, you can go ahead and solo in there as well. So you have to go to the planet first, but there's that. So basically we're going to demonstrate here, showing you it works. I think what we'll try is an individual strike. Since people are doing a lot of corrupted, we'll launch corrupted up. Obviously corrupted's a good one since you can go into the blind well and farm your grenade launcher kills for wendigo. That's why I think a lot of people, that's why this has spiked a lot of interest of late. People wanting to go into activity solo because they just want the kills for a lot of quests that they have. Wendigo is a prime example of that. The only thing with this is that if you're going to solo matchmake into corrupted, you aren't going to get anybody in the blind well with you. It's just going to be, you know, you on your own. So you're going to have to be able to solo blind well, basically. Since it's not going to be the best way to do it if you're wasting a lot of your tier 3s and stuff. But anyways, this is showing you, I mean, we don't have to go, you don't have to farm grenade launcher kills in corrupted blind well. It's not the only way to do it. There's plenty of strikes where there's infinite adds. For example, Inside Terminus. Inside Terminus is a fantastic one. You can just keep going in there, get to the boss. There's infinite adds that spawn there, because the adds are dictated by the plates that you collect. So adds will just keep spawning and spawning and spawning. So as a solo player, that's probably a better thing to do than rather than the blind well. But this is anyways showing you that it does work. As you can see, I'm in on my own. If the circle where it says 1 out of 3, if that's taken a long time, you know you've done it right. Once it starts to say 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, obviously you've done it wrong. You know, once you see 2 out of 3, back out, change your clock, make sure you've unticked that box like I mentioned, and with your clock, so just keep adjusting it 1 day behind. Like adjust the month, the day, even the year. You can go to 2018. I haven't went right way back. I don't think it matters as long as it's back. As you can see, I'm in solo. It is it's not the heroic strike playlist, it is just the strike itself. So there you go. It does work 100%.